Angle of elevation needs to go from this horizontal line and up. Angle of depression has to go from that horizontal line and down. And if it doesn't do that, then it's not an angle of depression.
Z-theorem.
It's not Z-theorem. Kind of, actually.
But we're going to call it that.
And this picture of a guy, he's got a line of sight, okay? So that's something we'll see today. His line of sight goes out, but then you have an angle of you could have an angle of depression looking down to an object here. Or you can have, that's supposed to be an arrow, it doesn't look like one. Angle of depression. Looking down to this, or you can have an angle of elevation looking up to something, right? All right, we're gonna do it. I think you're gonna get the hang of it. This first one. Okay. And if you're wondering, like, when in the world we actually do this, like, they actually do this. We have devices that can measure an angle and then compute the angle, it's like a radar gun, okay? You compute it and you point it to the top of an object, it tells you what the angle is, then you can figure out how tall things are, okay? Because you really think people are climbing all the way up to the tops of trees and measuring with like a tape measure? No, they're not. You know what they're using? Trigonometry. Okay, so we draw this now, okay?
And then just use like a distance calculator to do the thing.
No, you just do this.
That's like, it's like,
Well, yeah. Okay, so if you're standing 75 feet from a tree, okay, here's your tree. Draw a tree. You draw the tree and you are 75 feet from it. Okay, the angle of elevation, that's a new vocab word today. The angle of elevation to the top of the tree, so you can draw like a dashed line or a solid line, that's up to you, is 40 degrees. So that goes right here because it's the flat line up. And now what's the height of the tree? Obviously you're trying to find this, x. This is stuff you should know how to do because you know how to identify what sides they are. So what sides do I have? Opposite, adjacent. So we're going to do this exact same thing we've done for over a week. Opposite over, I can't do it today. Over A from 40 equals over A from 40. Okay, you already said it. What's it called? Tangent of 40 is equal to, okay, look at the picture. X over 75. Okay, I am not going to get the decimal right now. You can, because we've been doing it that way. The reason why I've been doing that way is because I think it makes more sense to students to work with like a number instead of an expression. But please watch this. You actually don't have to get the decimal first if you haven't caught on to that, because you can do the cross multiplication right now. 75 times the tangent of 40, you can do that in your calculator all at once. If I do 75, I usually do the number first. So 75 times tangent 40, 62.9. It's the exact same thing you'll get if you calculate the decimal and then use the answer key. So if you are understanding it and you are with me and you want to do that, you have my blessing to do that and skip some steps. But if you'd rather get the decimal and write it down and then use the answer key, it's all the same, okay? We're just using a ratio. It's just taking a shortcut. 62.9, what's units? Thank you. Number 2 is a good one because it's the angle of depression. Okay, angle of depression goes from the top flat line down. And so that's your 7 degrees. For some reason, usually we measure horizontal distances, but this one is asking for the hypotenuse for whatever reason. So we're going to find that, I guess. So this is your x, distance to the airport is a hypotenuse.
Why is the angle depressed?
This is a kind of an interesting diagram to use. You could do it a couple of different ways, okay? You can label 10,000 in another spot. Where else can you label 10,000? Other side, right? Rectangles. Okay, you're with me. So you can do that, or you can also use this Z. Where else is it going to be 7 degrees?
Right there.
Right there. And so if this is also 7 degrees, because what kind of angles are they? They're congruent because they're called what?
I'm retarded.
Alternate interior angles, okay?
Otherwise known as.
You can label 10,000 here as well. You try it since you are talking anyways. Do it yourself.
It's definitely not sine. Opposite over hypotenuse.
Opposite over hypotenuse, yes.
This is hypotenuse.
But
That matters in my classroom.
that's still the opposite. You're done. The denominator is the top one, Miles. Or the bottom one.
X, you're saying 10,000.
It's not.
Okay, if you want to use a decimal, I think you get 1.1219, right? And then when you do the cross multiplication, you have to end up dividing. Hopefully you do that.
You get 82. I said 82. Oh, yeah.
82,000.
I got that.
It is going to be a really big number.
I said 82.
Sorry.
Nice.
We'll go to the 10th. So this is why it's important to use the answer key on your calculator instead of rounding it. If you round it ahead of time, you're going to have a problem. The correct answer is 82,055 feet. And you can put 0.1. But if you round it, instead of using the answer key and use this number instead, then you will not get that, right? So this is the correct answer, and was it feet?
Yep.
A lot of feet. Do not round it as you go. You can write it down as a decimal, but you need to use the answer key in your calculator. Okay, we're going to set up the last one together, and I will have you try it. Here's your picture, right? We've got a road that rises 10 feet and in a horizontal distance of 200 feet. Okay, like when you're on a road, if there's a hill, it's going to go up gradually. Okay, that's all it's saying. What is the road's angle of elevation? So obviously you can make a little triangle here, and we're asking what is this x? You can set it up the exact same way you've been setting things up. So I would still start the same way. Opposite, adjacent. We're going to start the same way. Opposite over adjacent from x is equal to opposite over adjacent from x. This is what we talked about Friday. And now we're going to, sorry, I thought I had it locked. Now we're going to replace. What's that called? Nope. Definitely tangent. Tangent. X is equal to, it's okay, 10 over 200. Okay, and then let's think back to Friday, please. We did this some yesterday too. How do I undo tangent? Tangent inverse on both sides. That'll cancel it out. And then you are taking the tangent inverse of 10 divided by 200. Use parentheses if your calculator requires it. So it's going up really gradually. Think about those roads that are like deceitfully a hill. This is that moment.
I'm gonna run specifically. I'm gonna waste all that